Athens Wellness Clinic, Mr. Dr. Seagraves and some of his staff want to pretty much chime in and let y'all know what is Athens Clinic and what do they offer. So we do have present Mr. Julius Ritchie, who is one of the board members, and please introduce yourself, ma'am.
I'm Stephanie Witt. I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm the clinical director here.
Awesome. And we got
Dr. Brian Seagraves.
Yeah. So I want to first say thank you guys for allowing me to come in and interview you guys. The first thing I want to ask, explain to me the history with Athens, the Athens Clinic.
So it started off 36 years ago. A handful of nurses saw the need for delivering some primary medical services to the citizens of Athens, Clarke County who are living in poverty. And over time it grew and it changed. And so up to today where we are is we're doing primary care still. We also have specialty services as well, such as we have an infectious disease clinic that treats hepatitis C and B. We do some women's health stuff. We're doing some mental health stuff. We're also doing dental. And so it's
y'all do dental too?
Do dental too, yeah.
Okay.
So it's come a long way since its inception. Of course, originally it was named the Athens Nurses Clinic. We needed a name that kind of covered more about what we do, and we thought wellness would fit it better. So Athens Wellness Clinic is now the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you say you deal with a lot of people in poverty and with the poverty situation, right?
Correct.
So let's say, and I'm quite sure a lot of the viewers probably want to know, if I don't have insurance and came up here, they say I needed a teeth pull, what are the procedures for that?
So they would come in and to see if they qualify. We can't just take anybody that just doesn't have insurance. I mean, if they've got money to pay to go to a regular doctor, they can go. But if they're in poverty, they don't have insurance, then that's the people that fit our bill. That's the people we take care of, whether they're homeless or whether they're actually what we call the working poor.
So if I got a regular 9-to-5 job then and don't have insurance, do y'all see them? Y'all actually see them
as
too?
As long as they're in poverty, yeah. As long as they meet the standard for the poverty. Okay. And it's a shame because Clarke County is a very high poverty rate right now. I mean, we're talking, if you look at the U.S. Census, I think the last data from 23 was 26 point some odd percent. So almost 27% of the people living in Clarke County are living in poverty. So
you're right.
It makes it tough.
Okay. And the day-to-day operation pretty much goes like, well, how many people do you see? How many? Oh, okay, Miss Stephanie, talk to me. The day-to-day operation, you roughly see around how many people a day?
It can vary. Some days in, let's say, Hep C clinic, we see 3 folks, we see 10 folks. Kind of depends on who shows up.
Okay.
The unique thing about us is we do walk-in hours every day we're open. So I may have 18 folks scheduled, but I'll still take 3 walk-ins. So walk-ins may be, I have a toothache, or I'm running a fever, or I got a rash, and we'll see you and take care of that same day.
So your walk-ins, they have to go through the procedures also, like.
So we're pretty low barrier. All you need to qualify is a letter from the Department of Labor, which if you have a photo ID, you can go in and get, right next door to us, and our paperwork. So if you and your family are under 200% of the poverty line and you do our paperwork, then we can get you in.
And I think, sadly to say, I think a lot of the people's in Athens, I mean, we one of the higher poverty rates in, so pretty much everybody falls almost below the poverty rate here. So I know y'all doing some awesome work. What do y'all not do? If y'all, what would y'all not do?
Yeah, that's good.
There's a good question.
Yeah. So we don't do pain management, meaning we don't have opiates, we don't have benzodiazepines. We try to do things that can address pain and things like that, but we don't give out anything like that. What else don't
do y'all give referrals? Like, say somebody.
We do refer.
Absolutely.
Y'all do referrals.
We don't treat cancer, but we can refer.
We're not on an island, but over the years we've gotten pretty savvy about getting folks what they need. So
so we make a lot of connections with community partners, and so
you need a GI doctor, we'll send you to one.
Okay.
You need a cardiologist, we'll send you to one. We can't get you qualified, but we have the paperwork here to say, hey, Julius, get this paperwork filled out, take it over to St. Mary's, sit down with a financial counselor, and we'll send a referral over.
Awesome. So if I came in, say I got a history of migraine headaches and I need a CT scan or whatever, y'all can actually do those refer. But y'all, it won't be covered from this clinic, right? So if I get to that area and still don't have insurance, will they still see me?
Yeah, because of those connections. So we've got a partnership for imaging with Northside Hospital. So we send all of the paperwork over to their charity care service. They clear our patients, and then they get referred to Athens MRI, where they get appointed like anybody else, walk in, nobody knows them from.
So I still be covered. I mean, I won't be denied. Even if y'all couldn't do it and y'all refer me somewhere else, I'll still be covered to get the help that I need.
Yeah, there's always a paper trail. But yeah, once we get you connected with the right set of paperwork, yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. That's all. And so y'all are a 501c3, right?
Correct.
That's right.
What if to make this better for our community? Because I'm just gonna tell people, even the people that's watching, these guys does a lot for the community. Back when I hit the encampment, they even came over and assessed and did medical stuff for all my homeless individuals over there. They did some awesome work, man, and they even had their board member with them. Julie came with them, but they do a lot for us, especially the people that might not have insurance and stuff. So, in order to make this better, what would make this better? Because y'all got a task on y'all hand. Y'all got a big task on y'all hand that people don't even realize. Y'all got they got a big task on the hand that people don't even realize. So to make this better for you guys and for the community, what would be needed for that?
Money.
It's always money.
So if y'all, let me just ask, if y'all government funded?
We have been funded in pieces. Like we're getting a small sliver of the homeless ARPA funding, but we have no sustained funding from the government. Not city, state.
Hold up.
We get all private.
I think I ain't catching it. Y'all ain't got no sustainable funding from the government, besides little pieces of Harper money here and there.
Yeah, we've had some block grant funding. We've gotten pieces of things, but we don't get any sustained funding.
Right.
So y'all have to work off donation basis.
Donations and grants. Yeah.
Churches, foundations.
Oh, the church has been amazing at
Oh my
helping.
gosh.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here without the churches in our community. There's no way.
So that leads to we're having a fundraiser at Terrapin's Neck on the 20th of this month. It's called Tomatoes at Terrapin. And so if any of you would like to come and donate, we have donation letters. So we would invite you to holler to come and donate.
We'll have a donation bucket there.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And we'll have people there if you have specific questions.
Yeah.
Tell them.
It just, and that's good. And I'm gonna shout the fundraiser out. I'm gonna post it on my page. I'm gonna put it on my website everywhere. But this is a problem. I'm gonna tell you why it's a problem. Because with the work and the people that y'all see in our community, and I'm just gonna keep it real, the people that y'all see, the people that's like me, you know what I'm saying, or like you, y'all don't have no funding. Y'all don't have no sustainable funding. I see all these people go up and try to get all this funding or whatever need to be done with inside of the government, and you really never see the work. I mean, to be honest with you, I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but you never really see the work that they're doing, right? But here it is, y'all. How long y'all been operating?
36 years.
36
Been here in
years.
this location almost
I mean,
10 years.
I'll be honest. I mean, we were doing okay up until the pandemic. We were doing okay. We had funding from a source, but then the pandemic came along, and times got hard for people. I get it. Times get hard, and so we lost funding because of the pandemic. During the pandemic, though, we tried to keep services going. We set up a system where we didn't want to bring the patients initially into the building because we didn't want the building to be contaminated and other people get sick who didn't have it. So we had basically car drive up. So they drive up and we do all the stuff with them in the car. And then we suspended our community outreach for a short period of time. But then we geared back up and started going out and giving COVID vaccinations You work with Julius, and Julius set us up with churches. We use that as base of operation. And so we go out and start giving those vaccines to the community. And so then we would do the health stuff there as well. So we would do screenings for hepatitis, blood pressure, glucose, all those kind of things. So, and we do that. We go out occasionally, at least once a month, maybe even more often than that when we can, and run health screenings out in the community. We go to where we're needed. And
that's another amazing thing about y'all organization. Y'all actually don't just sit in the office and wait for them to come. Y'all actually go out in the field, right?
Well, let's think about it. Let's think about it. If you don't have any money, right? If you're poor, and you maybe have somewhere to live, but even if you're poor, and you don't necessarily know something's wrong with you, right? Are you going to the doctor? Because it's going to cost you, right? You're going to have to.
First thing I'm going to think, oh, I got to make sure my money right before I can even think about a doctor.
Yes, you got a copay, you get something. But if I go out in the community and I go to where you are, and I find that you have hypertension or high blood pressure, and I find that your blood sugar is too high, we can start talking about it, have a dialogue with that person and say, listen, let me give you some education about what that could turn into. Let's get you into the clinic. And so then they're aware that there's a problem. That's a little bit of a motivation to actually come up, because all they have to do is now get here. Because we don't charge them a dime. We don't anything. Everything's free here for the patient. Even the medications, they don't even pay for those.
Oh, they don't even pay for the medicine. So if you prescribe somebody some medicine, y'all pay for the medicine?
We pay for that.
And we've seen.
And of course, we do get some patient assistance through some of the generous drug companies who, like for some of my Hep C drugs, it costs.
So technically, it ain't free, but they get it for free.
The patient get it for free.
Yeah.
I mean, it costs us. We have to pay for labs. We have to pay for medications. There's their cost of operating a clinic, right? We have to pay those costs. Now, a lot of them give us a little break, and we appreciate that, but we still have to pay for it. So, in addition to a few salaried employees around here, which is not many, we do have those operating costs that we have to cover. And so, that's the issue. I mean, that's where, when we were 5 days a week, we're down to 3 days a week now, right?
3 days a
To
week.
make it work.
I would think and I'm just talking out loud right now, but I would think after $57 million that a clinic like this that benefits our community wouldn't be in this type of situation. Y'all should have enough funding to run 7 days a week,
We're
man.
getting a little bit. We're getting some of that.
Yeah, we are. And we're going out, we've got planned to go back and continue to go into the encampments with the Advantage Street Outreach team and keep going to the people, making relationships, building trust, asking people about what they need.
So y'all go out with the outreach team and meet with the resident and the homeless right where they at, basically.
And we plan to expand that more.
And we go to Denny Towers and other places too. So I mean, we're hitting the community, and then a lot of times Julius has set up as base operations at one of the churches around in the community. We go in and set up out there.
It's not only for the homeless; it's also for the Clark County citizens that lives in poverty.
So I make that clear is that guys, what they're saying is they don't just deal with the homeless population. They got anybody from any type of field that need help with funding or whatever with insurance can come here and get that type of medical. Dental. It's hard to get people with dental going, but
we're seeing people who have camp jobs. We see people who work in fast food, people who work in hotel housekeeping.
So price range, what are we looking at? Under $40,000 a year? I don't know how the paperwork go, but how y'all do it. But just say if I ain't gonna even say $40,000 a year, cause that kind of high for now.
I'd have to look it up. It's
But
200% of the poverty line for one person. It's definitely under $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
But we're not usually dealing with a single individual. We're talking about families.
That's right.
We're talking about families where both adults are working and they're still not making ends meet.
Kids.
And they've got. So we don't serve kids because kids should be covered under
Peach care.
So you have to be 18 or older to come here, right?
Over. But let's say you've had Medicaid or some kind of government-funded insurance. As soon as you turn 18, those benefits expire,
right.
And we need to continue to support the health of our community.
And so basically, we're covering those citizens from age 18 to 65, right?
18 to 65.
To 65, they're eligible. Most cases for Medicare, right?
Okay.
However, we have had instances where we've had patients who basically get odd jobs, money under the table, didn't earn enough points to actually get Medicare when they turned 65. So we do have a few patients that are over 65 that don't qualify for the government insurance. And we keep them.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to know something. I'm driving past the street right now. I got a kid that's choking in the back of my car. My kid is choking in the back of my car, right? I need medical. The first thing I Google that comes up is Athens Clinic, y'all, wellness clinic right here. I pull over and I rush in here and said, ma'am, sir, help me. My kid is choking. What do y'all do? Do y'all turn them away or do
We
you?
wouldn't turn them away.
No. I mean, we should all, we're covered by Good Samaritan clause.
Right.
You render aid if you can render.
Because I know y'all say y'all don't see no kid,
We
but
don't see kids.
But I assume, especially with you, ma'am, that you're going out with the outreach team outside an encampment. And we do know that we got younger kids out in no encampment because they are in those encampments and they need medical attention. Do you say, well, I can't really see you, but...
Well, we make sure. I mean, if there's emergency care, we're going to get somebody.
We're going to render
care,
aid.
right?
We're going to render aid.
That's right. That's right.
We also are, we're deeply embedded in this community. So I bet you if we can't provide a service, I'm going to help connect you with.
Yeah, for an emergency service, somebody choking, yeah, we're going to.
They're right. They're right.
But, if you need ongoing care, we've been doing this
We'll
long
get you
enough
connected.
that we connect.
So-
connect with what you need.
I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all are well respected in the community. I'm just going to tell you. Dr. Seagrave, your name is everywhere. Your name is everywhere, man, because y'all do such awesome. And you've been in this field a while, too. And so has Julia. All y'all have been in this field a while with trying to help build and make Athens better. And I'm going to tell you, y'all name and this clinic is everywhere. It's everywhere, man. And that's why I wanted to reach out to you guys and interview and just let my people know that follow me if they need help with this insurance thing. Some people don't, like you said, some people don't get that medical attention because they feel like I ain't got no insurance. I don't need to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything is so high right now. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I got a cold and I'm sneezing real bad, that I might have a real bad cold, I'm gonna balance that. I'm just using this for example now. I'm gonna balance that out and say, do I take my last $20 and put in my gas tank so I can go to work every day? Or do I go to and spend it at urgent care? Now, if I go to urgent care and spend my last $20, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to be able to go to work this week because I ain't got no gas money. So then I got to call Jane Doe, John Doe, and hey, look, is there any way? And then they living in a hard time too, so I'm stuck. But here it is, y'all provide that opportunity for people to get that dental. I'm going to keep saying that, dental. It's so hard to get dental for anybody, especially for our elderly. You know what I'm saying? And we got to concentrate on our elderly. Kids, they can get their teeth knocked out and they can bounce back. But but we got some elderly that needs attention too. And like you said, y'all visit dental towers and stuff with a lot of the elderly peoples in that. And I want to personally say thank you guys for doing that, because I seen besides this clinic and Innovative Health, Dr. Shanice Allen, I see nobody else doing this. Nobody. And y'all probably the only two that don't get government funding. That's crazy, ain't it? All these other people, I'm going to leave that alone. But y'all are the only two people that I know that doesn't get this funding. And y'all doing awesome work. When the COVID hit, and I'm going to let people know this, when COVID hit, I didn't see but two outside of the hospitals, St. Mary's and Piedmont. I didn't see but two, and everybody know that I was on the ground every day during COVID, me and the Sparrow Nest, but I didn't see but two medical facilities that was out here doing for people in this community during COVID. That was this clinic and Dr. Allen. That was it. That was it. We were making sure everybody had face masks, they were getting shot. Y'all did it all. I didn't see nobody else doing that but y'all two clinics and the hospital. That's it. And the Sparrow Nest. So I want to tell y'all, man, thank y'all. I know that we need to see what can we do as a community to make sure that we can get these clinics like y'all funded, so y'all ain't got to be up under the stress of when the money gonna come from when you need something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you pouring back out in the community. I mean, it's good to know that somebody can walk up to a place without insurance and get medical attention. That's awesome. That just don't happen nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
But there's one thing that can happen, and that's where I guess I'll come into place, and is that's the purpose of the board. So we try to raise money to get grants, other stuff to keep stuff going. But as a community, the citizens can help out a lot. You know, getting behind the politicians. You voted for them to do certain things for the community, and if they can't do it, then it's time to vote them out. You know, point blank. But we do need for the citizens to get behind the politicians, get behind people they know, to say, hey, what can we do? How can we help these people to help us? So, you know, definitely is needed. Is needed. And so I encourage people to talk to the legislative people to say, hey, we have a clinic going on this side of Athens or the other side of Athens. What can we do to help Dr. Allen, the wellness clinic or whatever? Because being born and raised here, we're suffering in Clark County and we shouldn't be.
We suffering.
Not with University of Georgia, we should not be suffering.
Right.
Yeah.
So times have changed and there's a problem, we need to fix it. And if fix it means change people around, so be it.
And that's what we need to do. I mean, I just find it amazing, man. Like you said, y'all done got a little bits and pieces of funding, but nothing sustainable where y'all can keep operating at the level that y'all need to operate on.
Correct.
Or expand services to continue to
Yeah, we'd love to expand services, but we just can't at this point. Yeah.
To expand, just say, for instance, if I was a billionaire, if I was Bill Gates right now sitting right here and say, hey, look, I'm finna throw y'all $30 million right now. How would y'all expand that service?
Well, one is we'd open up more days a week, right? We'd be here.
have longer working
So
days.
what days are y'all actually open now?
We're here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 8:30 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
We've had longer days in the past, but this is what we can be open now. And we've been open more days. And we've had, you know, we could use additional staff always.
Yeah, we could.
Administrative staff, skilled medical assistants, things like that.
So if somebody want to volunteer, somebody in the medical field want to volunteer with you guys, how would they reach out to you guys?
So we have a wonderful new website that was donated by a woman named Kelly Long in the community. And so our website is actually super tight right now. You can see all of the services.
I seen it too. Y'all got a nice
Guide you
website, yeah.
through, how to become a patient, and then there's also a form to let us know if you'd like to volunteer.
Correct.
Okay, so what I do, hey guys, everybody that's watching, make sure you share this video around so people can have the information needed to help make sure that our community get the services that they need from an awesome clinic. I mean, Dr. Seagrave, he's a good person. He got a great staff on his team with him. They doing good work in the community, man, and people need to know. And people that need to, I keep thinking dental. I guess my teeth gonna fall out pretty soon, but I keep thinking dental.
And I think the one thing that we didn't cover is some folks might think, well, why we got to pay for everything for all these folks? This is part of a safety net that we're part of a continuum.
Mm-hmm.
We actually help sometimes lift people out of poverty and move them on. You're
Oh.
well, you get a different job, maybe you become insured.
We've had a couple go to college.
Yeah. Let's say
Oh,
you
yeah?
lose that job though, and you don't want to lapse in services, we're still here. The other thing is that even when you do become insured, most folks can't get dental. So while we kind of have and hold them, a lot of times we'll get those teeth that need to be extracted out and get
Y'all do that on site?
We have a dentist 1 to 2 times a month.
Okay.
But let me just tell you that you ever want to see a miracle, you see somebody who's just had 13 teeth removed come out smiling. Because there's nothing in the world like dental pain. And when you get those teeth that have been, you know, just ruining you with pain every day out, you come out smiling.
Awesome.
You know, there's so many things we do we don't even think about. We didn't even talk about the glasses.
Oh yeah, we also.
Oh, y'all
have
do
vision-
glasses too?
We do glasses, yeah.
Yeah.
We do-
So tell me about the glasses. But what?
I'll let you-
Yeah. So quarterly we have another not-for-profit called Georgia Prevent Blindness. They come in and they set up the entire vision studio, and Dr. Nadine Forche, who's over at 5 Points Eye Care, comes and does vision screenings. They also take retinal images that are reviewed by an ophthalmologist. And we've also worked with Dr. Dong, an ophthalmologist, and we've had our first cataract replacement through that program. So
Man, what?
very powerful, life-changing stuff.
And said they recommend glass. How would I get the glass if I don't have it? I got insurance, but if I don't have insurance, how would I get glass?
right now we've had some donations that help cover some glasses, but let's say you don't have that. All we ask is people bring in $30 in cash, and that'll get you a pair of glasses with the exam and everything else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, $30. Even if you need a bifocal, if you want something a little fancier, you got to pay an upcharge. But if you need a bifocal,
He looking at my glasses too.
Very cool glasses.
So.
But that's also makes a difference. How are you going to fill out a job application if you can't see? How are you going to drive a car safely? You know, if you can't see. So.
Man, y'all do glasses, dental, medical help. I mean,
Psychiatric nurse practitioner, counselors, infectious disease, preventative services, laboratory.
what about mental health services? Y'all got that too?
So we twice a month we have a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and then we have PhD candidates from UGA School of Counseling that come and do counseling.
Yeah, and we have students from different professions in here.
Yeah.
So not only are they helping us, but they're learning a sense of community, compassion, those kind of things that are. It's hard to teach in an academic setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they come here and they see, because they come, and especially with my students, the pharmacy students, they already walk in with a preconceived idea of what the patient population is.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get here, and it's an eye-opening experience for them. What they see is, you know, the old saying, "But for the grace of God, there go I," right?
Mm-hmm.
They see that a lot of these patients are highly intelligent. Maybe they made a decision in their life that put them down the wrong path, or something along those lines. We all make bad decisions, so it shouldn't hang over you the rest of your life. So we try to fix those things, but it's good to have the students come in and see that.
So y'all have a lot of the UGA students come in also.
Yes.
From the medical field.
I offer an elective over here at the clinic, so that students sign up, they come take my elective, and they do it in the infectious disease arena.
Okay.
But all the time they branch out into, one of the nurses will come back here and ask a question. Maybe they got patients having trouble controlling their hypertension, and they'll come in and ask me a question. I just point to the students, all right, guys, figure it out. And so they'll work it out, and then we all have a conversation about it. And so it's like we're teaching them too, in as well in the field.
Mm-hmm.
And that's invaluable experience you're not going to find anywhere else.
Hey man, y'all got an awesome thing right here. I just hate that the funding is not here for that. For y'all to have to close down for 2 days, 2 days out of a week?
Right. And in part of days, I mean, we used to go later in the day, but we can't do that right now. We're doing what we can do.
So I guess now that everybody that watching y'all guys, make sure that you email your local y'all heard the work. I'm not making this up. It can be seen. The work can be seen. So email your local commissioner, whoever your commissioner is for your district, and let them know that this is a clinic that we need to stand. It's only 2 clinics that I can put. I like to partner with them. Mobile lab blood and collect. That's one of another provider. So let your local commissioners know that this is a clinic that we need to get behind to try to help them get funding, man, because they don't discriminate. They're helping everybody. Everybody. If you're below the poverty rate, man, and you don't have insurance and you need help, these are the people. And y'all just heard I'm going to keep saying dental because I think my teeth finna come out. But they got dental. They got eyeglasses. I mean, mental health. They got, and they don't just sit in the office. They go out into the wood. They go out into the community. He said they in dentist. They everywhere. They everywhere, man. So we need to support them guys. They do have an event that's coming up that I put on my page because it's going to be too much to read. But it's Saturday, July the 20th, between 4 to 7. It's a fundraiser to help them get funding so they can keep going. And it's going to be at Terrapin. Where is it at? That's at
On Newbridge Road.
Newbury Road. Okay. It's on Newbury Road. So, but I have the flyer posted on my page today and on my website so you guys can see it. So in closing, guys.
Also, Saturday morning, we'll be at the farmers market at Bishop Park from 8 to 12.
8 to 12, and we'll be doing blood pressure out there.
Hold up. So y'all just popping up out there just to help? Just.
I mean, of course, we're trying to promote ourselves. We're trying to get funds rolling in too. So it's a beneficial thing for us to be there as well. But yes, we want to offer a service while we're there. People are there. They want to
Okay.
farmers market. So why can't we just go ahead and check their blood pressure? Something simple.
Okay,
And
okay.
we might find some problems, and hopefully we can get those person. If they qualify for our services, then they come here. If they've got insurance, then they say, well, here's what we found. Take this information to your physician so that they have that and they know what's going on.
And what day is that on?
Saturday morning.
It's Saturday. It's coming
So y'all gonna be working Saturday, giving out free
in the heat.
in the heat. Oh, y'all gonna be outside?
Oh yeah.
Bring your eyes.
So they don't let y'all go in? You said Bishop Hall, right? What about the gym,
We'll
man?
go to the pavilion.
Yeah, I know the
The
shade.
tennis.
It's at least shaded, yeah.
Oh man, if they ain't for the community, I don't know what.
We might need a fan out there too.
Right.
I got some big fans. If y'all need a big fan, I got some big, huge fan. I can bring it up here.
For volunteering.
I'll bring one up here, and I even stop by. On what time it is again?
We'll be there for 8 to 12.
12.
Yeah, so I have enough time. I'll come by and swing by and take some pictures and stuff, show the community the awesome work that y'all are doing. So in short, so what's the name? Miss Lopez, it says she want to reach out to y'all. She's a medical provider also. So she,
Excellent. We'd love to hear from you, yeah.
so in short, I'm gonna go with you, Julian. You want to close out anything you want to let everybody know before we go?
Not for the support that we have. I continue people to keep supporting the clinic, and as a board member, I'm going to be reaching out to individuals in the community and pushing it a little harder. So hopefully I'll see people Saturday morning and on the 20th at Terrapin.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being here and helping us spread the word.
All right. And the doc.
Charles, thanks for putting us on here. Guys, thanks for listening to us. I know there's a lot of other things you could be doing with your time right now, but thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us.
And I'm gonna tell you guys to reach out. Any medical provider that's on my page, like Miss Lopez, them. If y'all want to reach out, y'all want to donate to service, you want to partner with them, reach out to them guys.
Money too. We'll take money.
Money too.
We'll take money.
So can they donate from y'all website?
Yes.
So that's set up. It'll go
That's
straight.
the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
Easiest way to
You know, I don't have a whole bunch myself, but I'm for people that are trying to make a change. So I promise you on my mama grade today, that I'll make a donation myself. And I ain't even got it like that. But I'm gonna make sure y'all doing something. I know my money could be used to help somebody else that need help. So I'm gonna make a donation today myself. And I'm telling anybody, if you ain't got but $5, $10, or whatever you got, please make a donation. When this video is over with, I'll put the link to their website. Can one of y'all write it down and give it to me? I can type it in the book. I'll put it in the website so you guys can have it. Reach out, man. Just send, if you can't send but $1, $2, $3. Because they're doing a lot of work with our elderly people, man, and our lower poverty community, man. They're doing a lot of good stuff, man. So if you can do that. But thank all you guys for watching. Share this video around. Please share it around. Let's get everybody involved with trying to support this clinic, man, because they're doing awesome work. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all hot day, and I'm going to log off.